Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you boneless curried chicken. Alright, so you're gonna need some boneless chicken, cut to cubes, a small onion or half of a medium-sized onion, 5 garlic cloves, a piece of a garlic, about 1 index of your thumb, a tablespoon of dried parsley or fresh, a tablespoon of dried sweet basil or fresh, a quarter teaspoon of fermented berries, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, and half a Scotch bonnet pepper or any real pepper. And earlier, you can add a pinch of rosemary, dried rosemary. It's optional. Alright, a stalk of scallion. So now, you just take the garlic and strip the skin off, or the outer layer, or the outer leaf off, and save one to burn the curry. Clean the garlic, the ginger properly. I hope I just said garlic. That was a garlic. You're supposed to, we gonna mash, just take the skin off the garlic. And then the ginger now, you just strip the skin off the ginger. Now this is the scallion. You just cut the root end off and strip the dead leaves off, and then cut the tip, the dying tip off. You know the routine with the onion. Just strip the last layer off only, the leaf or the skin. Alright, this is a big onion, so I'm just going to use half. Alright, next, mash or crush. But first, rinse your vegetables properly with fresh water. So mash or crush. In English now, should I say one sentence? I couldn't write in a sentence, mash or crush. I guess I could. A friend always says either or either. Anyway, mash the garlic fine. Dice the scallion fine. And dice the onion fine. Time. The pimento berry. Let's add a handful of pimento berry, like less than quarter teaspoon. Alright, so I'm using a chicken breast. So you can buy boneless chicken in the supermarket, but if you buy the chicken breast, it's gonna save you some money. If they do it for you, they're gonna charge you for it. So just rinse the chicken breast with white vinegar and water. And remove the skin. Remove the chicken's skin. I'm gonna debone and trim the fat around the chicken breast. Alright, now get between the chicken bone and the flesh with a sharp knife. Just be careful. And just just cut between the chicken's flesh and the bone. It's easy. Just hold the knife close to the bone and just trim it. trim like this. This is where the wishbone tend to be. So just hold the knife close to the bone and just cut it, just trim until you get off. And that's the bone. Just throw this out. This is chicken breast. It's a little bit frozen, so a little bit, just tar a little bit. So just cut strips and then cut the strips into chicken chunks. Say about 2 inches, 2 inches chunks, like this. You can use chicken thigh as well. Just cut the middle bone out, the chicken thigh. You can use chicken leg. Just hold the knife close to the chicken bone, to the drumstick, and then you just cut off the flesh. Alright, I have this sweet pepper, half of a sweet pepper left, and I don't want it to spoil, so it's optional. You don't have to use it, but it enhances the flavor. So just remove the seeds and dice the sweet pepper. Measure out 1 tablespoon of dried basil and 1 tablespoon of dried parsley and a pinch, a quarter teaspoon of rosemary dried. And the rosemary is optional, and it's a big optional. You don't have to use it. It tends to changes the flavor a lot, so you don't have to really use it. In fact, I would recommend that you don't use it. And then a tablespoon of salt. Oh, we use 1 pound of chicken. A pound of chicken, boneless chicken. Alright, now put to heat a frying pot. That's juice. Put your stove's gauge on 6 medium high. Make sure your pot is dry, or your frying pan. Add the garlic. Add piece of ginger that you cut to the index to the index of your finger, to the size of the index of your finger. So just allow it to hot for a little while. Just for a little while, just like a few seconds. Add the curry powder. 2 tablespoons of curry powder, Indian curry powder. I think English people, I heard English people talking about brown curry. It's the only place I saw curry. I heard it talking about brown curry or something like that. So just allow. But on this side, our curry is yellow or golden, gold. So the stove's gauge is on 6. So you get your fork now, and just use the fork along with the garlic, and just kind of stir. This is called burning the curry now. So stir the curry in, and just allow it to burn for a little while, for about 40 seconds to a minute. It's gonna get darker, but not black. Don't allow it to get black or very dark. See, you see it's changing color in front of your face. It's changing right in front of your face. Some people add the oil first and then add the curry. But I find that if you burn it this way, the curry give you a better eat. So you just do like this and stir it in and burn the curry. I used to burn it in the oil a long time ago, but I went somewhere, I don't remember, it's probably some country area, and I saw somebody burn it like this, and they said this is the best way. And I tried it for myself, and from then, I've been doing it that way too. So you add the oil, about half a quarter cup of oil. You don't want too much oil. And then add the chicken chunks, pieces. And just allow it to fry on one side for a minute. Measure your water, 2 cups of water. Have that ready, put it aside. Alright, look. Some people like to add coconut milk to their curry. So you can add about 2 tablespoons of, or 3 or 4 tablespoons of coconut powder. You don't want to add too much, just to give it a creamy flavor. And if you were using coconut milk, you would have diluted with water. You wouldn't use it so strong, because if you do, it's gonna get too creamy and it's gonna creamify before it get a chance to cook. That's why I don't really like using the coconut milk, because I don't think you cook that properly with it. Alright, so you flip the chicken like this, like you just saw me did. Allow it to burn or fry on that side. And then you can add the seasoning on top. Diced vegetables, mashed garlic, sweet pepper, the thyme, the pimento berry. After the frying, a minute of frying on that side, you just stir the vegetable in now. Oh, I just remember that I'm going to use a carrot. So you take a carrot. See, I'm going to add it. You can use mixed vegetable in it as well. And you can also use corn kernels. So now, put your stove gauge after about a minute. This was like 2-3 minutes frying and adding the vegetables and so forth. So now turn your stove gauge on 4, medium low. Add the dried vegetable, tablespoon of dried parsley, a tablespoon of dried basil, and a tablespoon of white vinegar. Add a tablespoon of white vinegar to give this curried chicken a tangy flavor. You add the water, stir in, and cover it properly, and keep it covered within the time. And put the stove gauge on 4. Remember now, 4 medium low, and allow. Alright, the carrots. We're gonna add the carrot about a minute or 2 to the end, or at the end. Carrot don't need that much cooking, or any cooking, or carrot need not cook. Alright, so now you just strip the outer layer of the carrot off. Cut the head and the tip off. Just make sure it's clean properly. Rinse it, and now dice into 1/4 inch cubes, or slices rather. And if you want, you can dice these even further. You can dice them. You can dice the carrots if you want. Alright, now after 15 minutes, it's been closed all this time. I didn't open it at all. Just give it a stir, see where it's at. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Na 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 na. I watch Tommy Sotomayor occasionally, and that's where I just get this thing, because he tends to sing occasionally when he talks. You know, I end up found him. A girl pissed me off one day, man, and I put it in YouTube. I think I said, why? I forgot what it was. Why some girl or bitter or mean or why? Something. I forgot what it was. But I put a search in YouTube and he came up. So I knew about it. Now, after 30 minutes, this is what it looks like. Na 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 na. Don't tell me stick to cooking. Alright. So remove the time stick because it splashes and mess up everywhere. We get all the ingredients. We get the nutrient from it already. So you give it a one stir, see where it's at. Cover it back properly and allow. We're going to add the carrot. About a minute to the end or at the end. Alright, I'm not using it today, but you can also use half of a chocha or a quarter piece of a chocha, slice and dice. Or you can use a small tomato as well, like a plummy tomato. Slice and dice it and then add it with the ingredients in the beginning, with all the other ingredients. Now, after 35 minutes, this is what it looks like. Alright, as you see, great, the water evaporating. No, this will get on my case about the English, but hey, I don't care. I'm just doing my thing. So you just add the carrot. This was 34 minutes actually. Yeah, that was 34 minutes. You know, I can easily edit these stuff and correct it and say the right things, but I like to show that I'm vulnerable. I can make mistakes just like anybody else. Alright, so this is the 35 minutes now. And once the gravy starts sticking to the pot's bottom, that's my sign to say it's ready. Chicken breast can be boring to some people, but I find that if you buy chicken breast, my favorite is a chicken thigh though. Chicken breast is alright. You can use chicken thigh as well, and chicken leg. Just remove the bone. And this is for international people alone, because in Jamaica I don't believe they debone chicken to make curry chicken. So I was just here trying to figure out a meal, something to cook with my turn corn meal. So I said, you know what? I never did a boneless curry chicken, so I'm just gonna do it. Hoping that the international people will gravitate to this video. Alright, so that was it. It's finished, 35 minutes. Now I'm getting ready to serve. So you just take a scoop of this goodness and this goodness gravy. Alright, so this is my boneless curry chicken. To elaborate on Tommy Sotomayor, I like watching Tommy Sotomayor. If somehow Tommy Sotomayor saw this video, which I very much doubt he will, I wish. I see you getting better now still, but try not to be so emotional. I learned so much from you, but I don't believe your fans or your subscribers do either. They don't like to see when you get so emotional and upset about something some other people said about you. Don't worry about it, Tommy. There's a lot of people out there that support you. And the ones them that you think don't support you, they do. I went to high school with a guy just like you that used to mess with me too. I think his name was Ralph. I was trying to remember his name the other day and it just came to me now. Ralph, I think his name was. He played football for our school. Alright, so this is my ton cornmeal. It's difficult to say turned cornmeal. I wonder how those office people say turned cornmeal because they get on my case when I make a mistake. So I wonder how they would say turned cornmeal. Probably the same way, turned cornmeal. But you know, it's difficult. It sounds better when you say ton cornmeal. Alright, so this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna serve it today with curry the chicken. You know what I noticed they're doing these days? They pouring the blood dye in the supermarket on these chickens. I don't think it's a good idea. They should stop doing it. I'm wondering if it's cancerous, you know. That dye. It's not blood, you know. You know it's dye that they put in a beef, and I know they put it on a chicken because chicken shouldn't have to run blood. I tell you that. If you see blood in the tray, something wrong. That's why I know they had the bloody dye thing to the chicken as well. Chicken. This is what my curry bonnet chicken and ton cornmeal look like. Alright. Now I am getting ready to. That one was for the picture's sake. So now this is my one that I'm gonna serve to eat. I am like mad hungry right now. Alright, so let's taste this thing. Some people call me the gravy king, you know. The gravy king on YouTube. I get that title from England and I get that title from America. So who's to tell? Cooking is in my blood. I really do believe that. It's in my blood. It's just also everything. I tell myself that I'm a person. I'm a person of the arts. I'm a man of the arts. That's what I tell people a lot. Because I'm good at the arts. I can sew. I probably would sing if I was focusing on singing. I probably would act if I was focusing on acting. Anything to do with art, I'll be good at. No, I'm writing. Um, Photography, fine art, graphics, video graphics, uh, video graphic, um, and a lot, more. You know, there's more, but I can't think of them right now. Anyway, hear me go ranting about what I do. This food here tastes nice. Tastes really good. Enjoy. Visit my website, jamaicadinners.com. See ya. Alright, so this is my tonka meal. Turned cornmeal. Let me explain something to y'all guys with Jamaica's language. Sometimes when I'm in the pub or in the bar, I talk properly occasionally when I'm talking when I'm working or if I'm dealing with people and business and so forth. And I talk properly because I can. But a lot of times when I'm in the pub or with my friends and so forth, I don't talk properly. Me just talk any old thing. Whether the word want come out clear or not, I don't care. I'm in a one about and I wouldn't like for people to correct me when I'm in that state of mind. I make sure to tell them to. Even if I'm using bad English, bad grammar, whatever. This is Jamaica. When I'm in my free time, I strictly patois me talk.